I've been meaning to actually record this video for a while, actually, because I had the thought for like a week now. But when I recorded it 2 days ago, for some reason after the video, I checked again, but the audio was not even there. I think there was something wrong with what's that called, my mic, and I did not turn it on. So therefore, I recorded the whole video and there is no footage that is useful for me to post. But I wanted to actually remake this video and simply talk about something that is very important that I've just realized. And the reason why I'm talking about it now, I just simply wanted to go ahead and record it now, is because, well, it just hit me again. And that is that nothing is actually mine. Nothing in this world is mine to keep. Nothing in this world is mine to possess. And one of the examples that I can take, for example, is, maybe a heartbreak. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you have experienced heartbreak before, whether you are a dude or a woman. I'm pretty sure you're a dude, right? So you've experienced a heartbreak before. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure you remember that the first time you felt this, maybe I'm talking about the very first time, the very, very first time you actually felt a heartbreak. It was maybe quite new to you. You didn't really know what exactly you were feeling. And it's just like, whoa, all of a sudden now you're just feeling all these emotions. And mostly these emotions were not necessarily emotions of sadness. Maybe what it really was that you wanted to keep something for yourself. You wanted to have something for yourself. Maybe not having it, not possessing that thing, realizing that, maybe, I don't know what happened in your first heartbreak, but maybe things didn't work out. Or maybe, somebody cheated. I'm not sure. I don't freaking know. But, with that being said, you were like, wow, you've kind of realized that, hey, like, you don't get to keep this thing, this person. So therefore, boom, your heart kind of breaks or shatters, if that makes sense. And I think that is something that teaches you a lot. At first, some of us decide to maybe take the lesson of, oh, girls aren't shit. Girls aren't, I'm not trying to cuss, but that girls aren't that. That girls are crap. That all girls are hoes or whatever it is, right? And it's just like, bro, like, you taking the wrong lesson, bro. You're taking the wrong lesson. You're taking the wrong lesson from it. And mostly when it was probably your fault. Maybe you probably did something and, things got to that point. And you never really reflected back inside and thought to yourself, whoa, hold up. Maybe this was my fault. Maybe I could have kept this person longer. But whether you did keep them longer, sooner or later, they're not really yours to keep. Now, some people might say, watching this video, this is not about women by no means, or relationships. Some people might say, oh, well, women, or what's that called? It's just your turn. They're never yours to keep. Bro, if you're actually watching this video and this is what you're thinking from the things that I just said, with all due respect, get away from my channel. For real. I used to think like that. I'm telling you, that's not a good way to think. Please, if this is you over here thinking all these things, I don't mean to judge you. I don't mean to come at you, in a certain way. But with all respect, if you're going to stay here, I'm going to have to give it to you with tough love, but also in reality, bro, that is such a stupid way to think. And that's also such a, bro, you choose to not take no accountability. But again, this was never about women. This was never about that. This was simply about understanding that the things that you have now, the little things, the little things. Something as an example, for example, me, I am very big in fashion, right? I don't own a lot of clothes. My closet is not entirely huge compared to what we might think when we think of maybe like a fashionista. But it is quite a lot of clothes that I have, to the point where I can actually mismatch. That itself, bro, like, I actually just got some clothes just today. Actually, the funny thing, I just got maybe one pair of shirt. Bro, having that, first off, it's never, that shirt is maybe mine now, but it's not going in the morgue. It's not going to go in my casket with me when I'm going down, right? And this is not to, put no negative energy out there, because of course I know whenever we speak of death, usually it's like, oh, nah, bro. This is simply to say that what I have now, bro, appreciating the fact that I can have it and that at one point it will be taken away from me, that itself is true. I don't know what it is. It's just, bro, that is true knowledge. That is true understanding of life. And I'm not saying I'm a wizard or anything like that. I'm not, bro. Like, I'm 21, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still have a whole lot of things to learn. But I'm just simply saying that the little things we got, bro, we gotta start appreciating that, because nothing is yours, bro. Nothing is yours. You're actually renting. Your body, like your body itself is some sort of like a rental. You get to be here for, I don't know, like, if you're lucky, 80 years, 90 years, if you're really, really lucky and you really took good care of yourself. Max might be 100 something. Least, sometimes kids come out of the womb and boops, as soon as they come out, they don't even get a chance to breathe. Some kids, they don't even make it out of the womb. Yeah, alright. And the thing is, we out here, we getting mad because a matcha latte fell on your shirt. I ain't gonna lie. I've been saying that because I ain't gonna lie. About a couple of weeks ago, I got mad at the exact same thing. So I'm kind of snitching on myself. Not gonna lie, but I'm being real. So I'm pretty sure you have gotten mad over something like that before. I don't know, bro. Maybe you was late because you missed the bus. Now, you don't understand the fact that one day you will not be able to take the bus because you're not going to be here. Do you get that? Yeah. Right. Now, again, I'm not a philosopher. I'm not a whole monk trying to, spit wisdom. Nah, that's not really what I'm trying to do. What I'm really trying to do for real is that simply spread a message that I've been holding on to for the longest. Is that nothing is truly yours, bro. And you need to start taking at least a little moment sometimes to appreciate it. Of course, I think how we express appreciation can vary. Sometimes we as dudes, for example, we might struggle. I think we be struggling, bro, to actually show appreciation sometimes because we be feeling like it makes us weak. I get that. I definitely understand that. But I do think that also understand that you need to appreciate that in the first place is going to somewhat make you learn how to show that appreciation in the long run, if that makes sense. Because if you never understand that you need to appreciate this thing, how can you ever get to the point where you're actually now doing the action that shows appreciation? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Right? Now, with that being said, we need to start doing that. Yep. Yeah, we need to. But lastly, before I end this video, I also want to say that the things that we usually are trying to crave or are craving, for example, things like, your nice cars, all, girls, things like that. Usually for us dudes, girls is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it actually shows that you can actually pipe and that you're also somewhat validated, right? Of course, that you can pull, but usually there's certain things that bring certain emotions into you that is not so healthy. Pride, arrogance, some sort of ego. You start to smell yourself. Bro, do you ever smell yourself? Like, I'm actually for real. Do you ever, like, or maybe talking to somebody, or I don't know what it is, but you start to feel like, it's not that you're feeling yourself too much or that you're confident. It's just that you're starting to think to yourself that, like, I don't know what it is. You start to smell like a little pride, just like a little. Bro, it's such a hard feeling to describe, but you just start to be like, wait. For example, I'm just say this, right? Have you ever talked to somebody and you over here telling them about maybe your achievement? I'm not sure, or maybe they ask, hey, what have you done in the past year or whatsoever, right? Or maybe you done something big and somebody's admiring you for that, but then you feel the need to add more as to why they should give you more praise. somebody tell you, hey man, I actually love the way that you've been doing XYZ, and you're like, oh yeah bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like bro, I've been putting in work, and you feel the need to add on and add on and add on. That's so why exactly them admiring you in the first place, why they should keep on doing so. And that is what I'm saying when it comes to smelling yourself, bro. So if you ever smell yourself, first off, understand that the thing that you're smelling, that pride, that ego, that's that thing that gave you that pride and ego, which might be materialistic things. I don't know, maybe, you know, is that achievement, or maybe it's the girls, or maybe it's the clothes, you know, maybe it's the attention on social media, maybe it's I don't know, it's the new house, maybe it's the new this or the new that. Bro, first off, that thing is not yours. It is not yours, G. First off, the house that I'm in right now, that was bought by my parents 20 years ago. My parents didn't own this house. As a matter of fact, 5 months ago, we did not own this house. It was somebody else's, and they were calling it home. They were looking forward to probably spending the rest of their lives in this crib. 50 years ago, it was somebody else's. Now they probably gone. You know what I'm saying? And this, they did not take it with them in the casket. You know what I'm saying to you? We now own it. But do we really own it? Do we really actually own it? Because we ain't gonna be here forever. It's just our turn in a way. In a way. So now what do? Well, we take our time to actually appreciate this. I come from literally when I first came here in America, I was literally, what's that called? I first got, oh man, my mom is going crazy. She's just shouting, calling my dad like crazy. I don't know if y'all heard it in the microphone. Hopefully, you know, because these are noise canceling. But if y'all heard it, that kind of shows you how Haitian parents really get down. But, you know, even this just right now happening, bro, like, I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed, you know, to be even able to have that going on where my mom is shouting, because it means that she's still here. You know what I'm saying? She's shouting for my dad, calling my dad, hey, come eat. First off, it means that my dad is still here. And it means that, well, we got food. So that is an example. And all these things, bro, they're not going to be forever. They're not yours to possess, to just, you know, like freaking, like, just keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're given to you as a gift. And no cap, I'm trying my best to not get emotional in this freaking video. I don't know why I'm starting to speak like that, bro. But yeah, maybe because I realized myself that, yeah, bro, I need to do a little bit more of appreciating the things that I have. And I think you do too, bro. You feel me? Word. I don't know your life. I don't know what you got going on, bro. But I feel like along the way, there are things that you might have that you generally is not appreciating that much, bro. You feel me? Like, they're not yours to keep. But the meanwhile, you have them, bro. Appreciate them, bro. Word. Word. Word, bro. Word. I'm telling you. One moment you have somebody that you love. The next day, oops, it didn't work out. Or something happened. Inconvenience, they call it. But yeah, man, well, that's just that. I'm not gonna keep doing too much talking, but I hope, again, these videos are always for me, but they're for you too, but mainly for me. With that being said, I hope you have a great night, great day, wherever it is you're watching this at, whatever time. And I just simply hope, bro, that you also understand, take your time, bro. Take your time to actually appreciate these things that you got. And again, if you can actually afford a matcha latte, you know what I'm saying? If you can actually afford to get on the bus, clothes, crib, all that type of thing. If you have some friends, if you even able to have one of these things right here to pay them monthly, yeah, you is blessed, bro. Word. So that's that. Peace out. And that's that. I love y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I dare love y'all. I dare love you. I don't know who you is, but I love you. I'm trying to show some love to you. Alright, take the love. Take the freaking love. Take it. Yeah. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, this is gonna be funny.